When I first began learning about manifestation, I believed that if I could just attract the right man into my life, everything inside me would finally become peaceful. I believed the relationship was the answer. I believed that once I was chosen, the longing would disappear, the anxiety would settle, and I would finally feel safe. But that isn't what happened. The relationship came, the peace didn't. Instead, I carried the same fears into every relationship I entered. Before the relationship, I was asking, will he choose me? Will he call me? Will he love me? What can I do to make him see my value? And my mind revolved around him. Even my emotions revolved around him. My whole future revolved around him. And I thought that once the relationship began, those thoughts would finally stop. But they didn't. They simply changed. Now I wondered, will he stay? Am I enough? Is he attracted to younger women? Is he looking at other women? What is he thinking when I'm not with him? Will I lose him? The obsession did not disappear. It followed me into the relationship. Then one day I realized something that completely changed my understanding. I didn't manifest peace. I manifested a relationship while carrying fear. Now that sentence stopped me in my tracks because I finally understood that I wasn't really searching for a man. I was searching for certainty. I was searching for faithfulness. I was searching for reassurance. I was searching for someone who could quiet the storm inside of me. But no human being can permanently quiet a storm that I haven't learned how to calm within myself. Now looking back over my life, I can see that my nervous system spent years living in the survival mode. I was constantly scanning for danger, scanning for rejection, scanning for signs that I was not enough, scanning for proof that I would be abandoned. Even when nothing was happening, my mind was preparing for something to happen. I thought I was protecting my heart, but in reality, I was exhausting it. Yeah. I now believe that obsession is rarely about another person. Obsession is often the mind trying to solve uncertainty. It's the heart trying to soothe loneliness. It's the nervous system desperately searching for safety after emotional pain. When we've been wounded, the mind believes that if it can just think enough, analyze enough, replay enough conversations, imagine enough outcomes, or look for enough signs, then maybe it can prevent future pain. But that's an impossible assignment. The mind cannot create the security the heart is longing for. Only healing can do that. This is why my perspective on manifestation has changed. Today, I don't encourage women to rush into manifesting a relationship. I encourage them to first become emotionally whole, learning to regulate your nervous system, learning to enjoy your own company, learning how to build a meaningful life, learn to protect your peace, learn to trust your own judgment, learn to create a future that excites you, whether someone enters it tomorrow or 5 years from now. Because when your entire emotional world depends on another person's choices, you will never feel truly free. I don't say this from theory, I say it because I lived it. I know what it feels like to wake up thinking about them and fall asleep thinking about them. I know what it feels like to replay conversations, search for hidden meanings, imagine different outcomes, and believe that one more thought will finally bring you peace. It never did. Peace didn't come when someone chose me. Peace began when I started choosing myself. So today, if you are longing to manifest someone into your life, I want you to think about a different question. Instead of asking, how do I manifest them? Ask yourself, am I becoming the kind of woman who can receive love without losing herself? Because I have come to believe that the greatest manifestation is not attracting someone else. It is becoming a woman whose identity is so rooted in truth, whose nervous system has learned to rest, whose purpose gives her direction, and whose peace no longer depends on another person's attention. Now, that is the journey I am on. And if that's the journey you're ready to go on too, I hope you'll walk it with me. Before you go, I would like to share something personal with you. In the description below, you'll find one of my personal stories. It's not just a story about my life, it's about the lessons I had to learn, the mistakes I made, the questions I wrestled with, and the principles that slowly helped me to begin healing again. I decided to write these stories because sometimes a single person's journey can help us understand our own. If something I shared today resonates with you, I invite you to read it. My hope is that through my personal experiences, you'll find encouragement, wisdom, and perhaps a little more hope for your own journey. Thank you for being here, and thank you for allowing me to walk alongside you. Until next time, guard your heart, build your life, and become that woman.